Hello, welcome and perhaps welcome back to another video. Today we'll be discussing some points regarding shein or shein, however you like to call it, and my perspective on this e-commerce brand that has taken the world by storm. So, small disclaimer before we start, please take everything what I say with a grain of salt. I'm not an expert, however, I did do my own fair share of research and I tried to do as much as I could. This is my opinion, this is my perspective, and if you do not like what I have to say, you are super entitled to click off of this video. So, before we begin, Shein is essentially an online global clothing platform, often more known for its extremely cheap prices and its influence on consumerism, waste, and the fast fashion trend cycling world. So, I don't necessarily believe that Shein is the worst thing in the world. But I do believe it's also quite very far from satisfactory, let alone the best. It's not really that much of a good site other than its super cheap prices. So, number one, it's fast fashion, yes, but it doesn't really have to be. Okay, so stay with me here. If you buy clothes that you know that you will wear a lot, like basic colors, tankinis, things that have decent reviews, something that I do, it's not necessarily fast because you're wearing it more often, you're not going super in depth into fast fashion trend cycles. Personally, I buy mostly just super basic pieces and the occasional more detailed piece. I'm not acting like I shop at Shein a lot. I don't. I really don't. I've only like bought a few things. From there, I mostly shop at department stores. If I get a lot of wear out of it, I know I'll get a lot of wear out of it, I'll buy it. And because it's not too much detail on a piece, it's likely to be of higher quality because there isn't as much work that goes into the piece. Okay, so I was looking on Reddit and somebody by the name of Sai, I can't think of a name, wonderful name by the way, stated that people who shop at Shein because it works for them in their budget and get good use out of their clothes are fine. People who shop at Shein because they crave that dopamine hit of getting new stuff all the time or want to be more content for social media need to find better hobbies. I think they phrased it quite well, to be honest. Their mentioning of dopamine hits while shopping is like a pretty large aspect of trends and people shopping for trends, especially on sites with extremely low prices. Shein may be quite unethical, but then it's also unfair to exclude other brands like H&M, Zara, Gap, and etc. Considering they also follow very similar protocols to their manufacturing processes, very unethical. There's even been things of like child abuse, all that stuff. So if you don't shop at Shein, it's really best if you really want to avoid unethical bits of that. It's also best to shopping at Zara, Gap, H&M, all of that. So it's really unfair if you really just decide to exclude one instead of the others, even though the others are a bit more expensive. Usually what I've noticed. Okay, so number three, it's also quite bad for the environment. This is well known. I believe a lot of people are quite knowledgeable about this, about the landfill and waste situation. With typical routines of fast fashion keeping up with trend cycles, people tend to get rid of their clothes quite quickly. When I go into thrift shops, I tend to see a lot of fast fashion pieces. Last time I went a couple days ago, I saw a lot of those checkered vests, those really brightly colored vests from like 2020. I was so surprised to see those because what? I haven't seen those in so long. Anyways, that was pretty crazy because that was a really big aspect of the trend cycle in 2020 or whichever year it was. It was in lockdown, so it's quite a while ago. According to Business Insider, it is reported that fast fashion produces 85% of all textiles that go to waste each year. That is a lot. Not only that, but the average person living in America generates 82 pounds of textile waste each year. That's a lot of waste. And that is only in America, which is wild. And in addition, Shein's main consumption source is America. What do you know? This is more specifically the United States, but Canada, Mexico, US, I think the Americas, North America. Plus, they emit over 16 million metric tons of carbon dioxide in 2023. That is quite a lot. I believe that even if people or to avoid shein. The other brands I discussed would also heavily contribute to waste. So again, you can't really get rid of that entirely. It's very difficult. And in today's world, again, it's very difficult to avoid this. Again, it would be really unfair if you decided to, for example, stop shopping at Shein entirely. Like, oh, I hate it. I'm not doing it. It's unethical. And you go shop at H&M or Zara. It's not any better. I really don't believe it's any better. If you're trying to save money, I believe Shein is the best place to go because I've looked at Zara. I see Zara. They have more unique pieces most a lot of the time, but again, very unethical. There's also been many cases of very sad cases actually of their working environments. Okay, so on a more positive note, we got the affordable option. It's a very affordable option for those who are less fortunate and for those who are living in today's inflation economy. It's not great. It's really not great. Our inflation right now, where I'm living specifically, it's really bad. So Shein is, I wouldn't say it's the best thing in the world, but it's a really good thing that it exists. I think for many people who are living below the poverty line and for those who aren't as fortunate, those people are probably buying more basic pieces. I don't believe that people who are not as fortunate are doing these massive hauls of $500, $600, $700 Shein massive hauls that you might have seen circulating throughout social media. They're probably buying basic pieces. They're probably buying things that they know that they'll be able to wear a lot more because of possibly a hope of higher quality, and they probably won't be shopping super often. So yeah, but it's also very good to invest in a specific piece that you might enjoy because it shows your commitment, your attachment, your love for the piece, and I think that really is what puts in your fashion sense into style into sense. Because for me, I personally would never buy jewelry from any uh, online store. I don't believe it's super convenient for me because my fingers are very odd. I like this ring specifically, I got it from a friend. She even asked me, like, can I see your finger? So I can know if it fits you. Because rings are so questionable for me because I never know if they'll fit me. A lot of times it's too big, a lot of times they're too small. And I don't like to wear rings on any finger other than my pointer and my ring finger. And they're all different sizes. They're all different. Um, so I would never buy jewelry from fast fashion sites because I don't know the size of it. Like rings, necklaces, all that stuff. All the very few that I own are all gifts. I've gotten gifts from other people. This, gift from a friend. That one over there you might see, that was also a gift from a friend. I have one that I also have another necklace. It's made from like real metals. I got it as a birthday gift, right? I love them. I cherish them. I have a very strong attachment to them. So I wouldn't feel very happy buying them from a fast fashion site because I don't believe that like the love wasn't in there when it was made. Do you understand what I mean? I would feel much happier investing in a more specific and individualized, more unique piece like on Etsy or La Mansa, we'll get into that soon, or any other site like that, or even like small businesses, right? So, for example, I would love, 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 love to own my own little collection of La Mansa rings. Oh, they're so beautiful. I'll actually put a picture up here soon or right now. They're so gorgeous. They're so unique. They're so beautiful, but they're so incredibly expensive. Those rings is a piece that I would generally love to invest in. I think they're beautiful. I would wear it every single day. um, and they must be high quality, right? I'm gonna wear them every single day. I'm also quite clumsy, unfortunately, so I'm not super great at keeping low quality things in check and shape. I love how beautiful they are, how unique they are, and I think I would get a lot of compliments on it actually. Even if I wouldn't, I think I would love it myself as well. Also, and because of their affordability in Shein or AliExpress or whoever else, again, massive hauls, it's really a problem. This affordability of their clothing items is good, but it can also be really bad, unfortunately. They won't be wearing those clothes regularly at all in those hauls. Maybe wear like one or two things max out of that like $200 haul. And I'm sure there's at least 30 pieces in there. Next point. So, quality. It isn't usually favorable. That's another thing they're quite well known for. Their quality isn't good a lot of the time. I actually somewhat disagree. Agree, disagree, I don't really know. The pieces that I personally purchased, like the very few that I have, they're actually pretty decent quality. I wear them on the daily almost. I wear them every single week. I put them through the wash several times and they're fine. They're still fine. They fit me fine. And they look fine too. Like there's only been one hole, surprisingly. For example, I have like this top, very simple, just a cami. I wear this on the daily almost actually. I wear this a lot. I also got one in black and I have one in gray as well. These are basics, very basic pieces that I wear very much and I put them in the wash like almost every week. Get a lot of use out of them, right? And I also got a thermal shirt for the winter time. I don't know if you can really see it on camera here, but this is very difficult. This type of shirt is very difficult to find in Walmart and H&M, in any really other store, because this is just even the material, it's very stretchy. It's wonderful. It fits me beautifully. The color is beautiful. It's cream. I also believe I got a brown version of this and a black turtleneck version. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. I wear this a lot. It's a basic. It's a basic. And I know that I'm going to wear it a lot and I have worn it a lot. So I don't necessarily believe that this is going to be a large contributor to Shein waste, because I will not be putting this in the waste bin after 2 uses, right? I've used this at least like, I don't even know, I haven't counted, but I use it a lot. It's wonderful. Even a piece that's like slightly more detailed than like thermal shirts or camis, like for example, I have this skirt that I got. It has a waistband. It's a maxi skirt. It has some pleats in it. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. It's wonderful quality. I don't believe it's cotton. I believe it's actually polyester, but it fits me wonderfully. I wear it almost every week. It's beautiful. I have a very strong attachment to it because I wear it a lot. Was it expensive? No, I would say it was around $15. It was wonderful price. I believe I could get something very similar for a lot more expensive, but because I didn't, I wouldn't say that this is a super individualized piece. It's not an artisan piece, but I wear it a lot, and I don't think that it's a very big contributor to waste because I don't waste it. I have it and I wear it a lot. So, also another slightly more detailed piece that I have. This skirt has a nice floral pattern on it. It's wonderful. I love it. I wear it, again, I wear it quite a bit. It's a maxi skirt. I love my skirts. I wear skirts a lot. It's wonderful, right? It's very decent quality for the price that I paid. Again, $15. And I also get a lot of use out of them. And I think that if you were to get something similar at Walmart, it would cost maybe a little bit more. A little bit more. But for me, because it didn't, and because I know that I did my research and the reviews, I did my research on Google, I did my research on Pinterest or whoever else, I know that it is fine quality. And even if you didn't get like a clothing item, let's say like here is a slipper that I got. It's an UGG, I believe an UGG dupe. I'm not particularly proud of not buying the real Uggs, but for me, Uggs are incredibly expensive and I can't really afford it. Especially, it's a really big trend right now too. It's trend cycles. I just really like the way it looks. I think it's really cute. I'm not really into the whole Ugg trend, but I like the way this specific slipper looks. The bottom is fine. I wear this indoors. I don't wear this outdoors. This is my indoor slipper. This is very fluffy. It's faux fur. The inside is also very warm. For the winter, the slipper is wonderful. It's very wonderful. I love it. I wear it every day, from morning till night. It's a lot of use. I put it in the wash. It's fine. It's a very good slipper for the price that I got. I believe that's about it. And that was simply my perspective on Shein, my opinions, what I've noticed, what I think is right, what I think is wrong, what I've done, what I haven't done. So those were just a few things that I believed were worth mentioning. If you enjoyed this video, thank you so much for watching till the end. If you have, that means a lot to me. If you liked it a lot, please subscribe, that'd be wonderful. But yeah, I'd also love to hear your Shein opinions down below. I will love to see any comment that goes down, and I will be reading all of them as well. I love comments. So, I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye bye!